I wanted to get you guys to react to something if I could, since we're all
Please,
here.
what is it?
All right, so I want you guys to react to this montage from Libs of TikTok. We're going to shout out Libs of TikTok. Why? Because they're trying to ban them from everywhere, and we are going to free them. So what I want to get you guys to do, hold on, let me let this ad play
They
out.
want to ban Libs of TikTok, which consists of nothing more than reposting
their own stuff.
takes. It's like it's not commentary. It's not, well, it's commentary in the technical
commentary.
Well, it's commentary in the same way Sargon of Akkad's re-editing of Aquila.
Yes. Aquila, obviously.
Aquila, obviously. It's commentary, but they're just reposting. So it's not like there's no voiceover, there's no text on their stuff. Libs of TikTok.
No, they do say this is what they're trying to do to your kids. Then they will put it up, or this is such. So they do put a commentary, so they caption what it is, but they don't change the content anyway.
Exactly the way Sargon of Akkad did with, except he had more editing. All right, I'm bringing it up because we don't care.
If you watch this episode, don't say nothing. So we'll go through it. So this is remember now. So everybody understands this is not doctors. These are people who put this stuff up on their own publicly. So Facebook, Twitter, they put this up publicly for all to see. So all they did was take those videos and just correlated them. So that's all.
Nobody's been canceled by Viva. Look, before you do it, Nate, hold on. Someone says Viva, she doxes people all the time. Now, is this the Libs of TikTok doxing?
No, that's Taylor.
No. Lorenzo Taylor. Okay. Yeah. By the way, doxing people by reposting their content, I make sure that, I'm not picking on punching down if I repost someone's, even though it's public, you are going to draw attention to them. But I don't believe reposting some idiotic tweet.
Doxing.
It's not doxing. They put it up there on their own.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. If you make it public.
Lorenz published a link to her real estate license, which identified her name, her home address, her location. That is doxing, not taking their content, which is already public on TikTok, and saying, repost here this already viral public content.
And you, by the way, just bringing it back a little full circle, talk about dog whistles. Oh, I'm just posting their address. I'm not asking anybody to do anything, but here's what that's a dog whistle. That's code in that everyone knows darn well. That's horrendous. That's horrendous. Okay. Shame on Lorenzo, whatever her name is. What's her name?
Taylor Lorenz.
Yeah.
Hi, my name's Az, and I'm a preschool teacher. Recently, we started wearing pronoun pins, and the kids get to pick a new pronoun pin we have some that pick like she, her every single day, and we have some that change it up.
Now, before we move to the next one, I think that's ridiculous, right? I don't want a preschooler.
Back it up for a second. Just back it up.
Go ahead. No, you're backing it up.
Oh, no, I just want to hear the one thing I'm the most curious about. What's the deal? Does she have trichotillomania, or did she pull out her eyebrow, or is that a style thing?
Well, that's a style.
People shave their eyebrows.
Well,
yeah,
maybe.
So you put slits in your eyebrows.
Why would you do that?
It's a style. It's a style.
Eyebrow it takes forever for an eyebrow to grow back.
No,
David, this is TikTok. Okay, we have females who shave their heads and have like a fake beard going with these giant sideburn crazy things.
I mean, so it's not a gang thing. It doesn't mean that she's killed someone. Like you don't get
no. Like a teardrop.
Okay.
Yeah, she looks like a stone cold killer.
No, she's in the woke gang.
Yeah. But you know what though? But if you think about this though, if I heard that my child's preschool, because preschool is what, 4 or 5 years old? If I heard, under that, if I heard my child's preschool teacher was doing this, I would be highly upset. What the hell are you doing? You're confusing. She doesn't know any of this. You're confusing her. You're supposed to teach her what, so she can understand this stuff later. Giving them these pins, or you're a big boy or a girl. That's not what I want my 3-year-old to do.
Training. This is called training. This is indoctrination that's being
done. Some might call it grooming, if that's the word that I don't know if you're trying.
Well, I was choosing indoctrination to not go fully down that path because it is a mind control.
This is. I don't mean in an adult, people who suffer from gender dysphoria or body dysphoria or dysmorphia. I forget which one it is. That's an adult issue that adults have to deal with.
I feel
if you were to give genders to kids or pronouns to kids, I mean, you could give them literally animals that say, what do you want to be? You want to be a dinosaur? You want to be a T-Rex? You want to be a pterodactyl? You want to be an otter? I mean, Yeah, it's confusing, and this is when DeSantis Bill comes in and says, "Don't talk about any of it. It's not about
don't do it to 3-year-olds. Don't. If a 3-year-old, they're learning what boys are. Here's what a boy is. Here's what a girl is. Those are the fundamentals. She's confusing them all. Oh, you're a she. It's ridiculous. But let's move on to the next.
All right, go for it.
Some that pick like she, her every single day, and we have some that change up.
So I'm a non-binary preschool teacher, and my kids know I'm non-binary. They know I'm not a girl or a boy. I use they, them pronouns in the classroom. We work on it. Not all the kids get it. That's okay.
Pause it.
And
can you imagine she's now making her life decisions an issue for the kids in terms of how they address her?
Yep.
Yes.
You know, how about your name? Like, let's simplify it. What's your name? And they'll call you your name. This bothers me because now someone says it's everyone is entitled to their own preferences, but the second you start making it other people's issues, like if you're kosher, good for you. That's not it's not my problem and it's not my decision. You live with that and don't make it my issue. Oh my goodness. Okay.
David, the kids don't even really think that way. The kids actually already are kind of non-binary. That's teacher fill in the blank. They're not. Yep. They're not really worried about sex. This is like introducing the concept to them of a quote gender or anything else. They're more concerned about their homework and if they get to play at play hour or whatever. Well, so this is injecting craziness early on.
I'm saying this with respect, and this is not to mock. I can understand a kid, saying they get confused. Is this teacher a Ms. or a Mr. if they're going to call them by their last name?
Sure.
Okay, fine. It happens.
Listen to the rest of it, though.
Okay. I go by Mix Gray in the classroom, not Miss or Mr.
That answers your question. Mix Gray instead of Miss or Mr.
How about what? I mean, do they go by first names, or are they making?
Because you know, at preschool they got to call you Miss or Miss, and my problem with this is that preschoolers are learning how to speak, learning what pronouns are, and they are confusing them right off the gate, right? Are you a boy? He, she, this.
I've noticed. I'm going to cover my face, Mike. I've been noticing through your chats more straw manning. This will be the only one that I bring up today because I think
David, he's famous for it. We all.
I don't know. Bruno, I don't get that. How do you know she's shoving it in? How do you know she is shoving this at kids? Can you replay it?
She said it. She literally said it. Clip? Yeah. Should I replay the clip? Go back.
Go back.
All right. Go back. Which one?
The one. The Mizzy.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a non-binary preschool teacher, and my kids know I'm non-binary. They know I'm not a girl or a boy.
How do they know that?
Them pronouns in the classroom.
I
teach the pronouns in the classroom.
I teach the pronouns in the classroom.
We work on it. Not all the kids get it. That's okay.
We work on it. We work on the training.
Or Mr.
Put on pause. What happens when a kid doesn't get it? You gotta rub it, shove it. Okay. Sorry. So there, she just said it. Done.
That was the easy one to get. Knock it right out the park. Boom.
Now, by the way, I do not make fun of people's hair. Why? Because it would be someone would look at me and say, "Who are you to comment on someone else's physical appearance?" Listen. So I say it. I respect it. It's their decision. Now let's
Me and Eric are going to comment on this woman's hair. This woman's hair is kind of ridiculous. I'm going to say
a lot of people would look at me and
crazy. Say, I know your hair looks crazy too, Viva, but it's not as crazy as this one we're looking at right now.
Well, we described to be Abby Hoffman. So.
let's listen to what this one's got to say.
And y'all thought me teaching the children about me being poly was crazy. But not only that, but they also know that I'm gender fluid.
So her teaching the kids about her being poly, you thought was crazy. But I'm gender fluid. But the thing is, why are you teaching my 3-year-old this crap? Don't teach it to my 3-year-old.
I would feel no less uncomfortable if I found out that my heterosexual kindergarten teacher is telling my kid that he's heterosexual or she's heterosexual. I don't
agree.
It's nothing to do with gender orientation. It's to do with subject matter. It would be weird, perverted for a daycare teacher to tell the kid that they're engaging in heterosexual sexual activity. Period.
Yes.
Keep your sexuality out of my kids' minds.
That's for sex education, and they don't get that till the 9th grade or the 8th grade or something like that. Not
I remember
in preschool.
I remember. But just a fun anecdote. I went to one of my 3 high schools that I went to. Our sex ed teacher, his name was Mr. Dixon. You can't make this stuff up.
You can't make that up. Oh my God.
Yeah, we had our moments, Mr. Dixon.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to give you my explanation about what it means to be transgender as well. So when babies are born, the doctor looks at them and they make a guess about.
Okay, so the baby's born. Your wife is literally works as a doctor, but what does she do? Does she flip a coin, Nate? Help me out. How does she decide the gender of the child?
Let's listen to this one time.
About what it means to be transgender as well. So when babies are born, the doctor looks at them and they make a guess about whether the baby is a boy or a girl.
Hold on, pause. In fairness, it could be a penis or it could be a very enlarged clitoris on a newborn girl. I mean,
it's an innie or an outie.
They're guessing at everything.
In fact, by the way, it's so not guessing when the baby's born. They can determine it before, based on the metrics of the pelvis. They don't. I learned the interesting way. You don't actually see the penis when you're doing the ultrasounds early on. You see a distance of the pelvis bone. But yeah, no, it's a guess. It's like I'm looking at this thing here. I see a penis and 2 balls.
I don't know what it is.
We're gonna need a nurse on this one.
It's really cold when they come out of the womb, David. Oh my! It's super cold.
But one thing, now you start seeing that the ideology starting to play out in schools. What is a woman, right? Because that's what he's talking about, right? What's a woman? What's a guy? It's just a guess, right? Or whatever. It's
a guess when the baby comes out. I mean, my goodness, it's an even bigger guess when the rabbi comes in and does the circumcision. I mean, the mohel, he's got to sit there analyzing whether or not he's performing a circumcision on a baby boy,
on a vagina or a penis.
And some of them do it orally, which is very weird. But
they suck the blood. They do.
But we got into a fight with Joe
Neerman
on this.
Horrible.
Oh yeah, good logic.
Oh yeah,
he likes the mohel.
It's a religious piece to it, but it's very borderline. Very borderline.
I'm not a religious person. I think that's a step that's a step too far for me, even in terms of what you could tolerate for religious freedoms. Good logic. He had a defense, and I will not mischaracterize it. I just vehemently disagree with it.
God bless, but I'm very uncomfortable with the idea.
As 3 and 4 are actually aware of their gender identity, even if they don't guess about whether the baby is a boy or a girl.
Pause it. Sorry.
You're going to go back to that person.
No, I'm moving up. 3 and 4 are actually aware of their gender identity, even if they don't have the language for it. Say that pre-K through 3rd grade are not.
Is this guy a doctor? Is this person a doctor?
No, these are all teachers. These are all teachers in schools.
This individual is now purporting to have a degree in psychiatry or psychology of the developing mind. It's fantastic. Meanwhile, this individual is telling you what a 3 and 4-year-old can understand in terms of gender identity, but a Supreme Court nominee cannot explain what a woman is versus a man. Yep. Mm-hmm.
I hate you guys. You're gonna make me laugh at this craziness. All right, here we go. Let me pull it back a little bit.
That pre-K through 3rd grade are not ready for such topics is actually internalized homophobia and transphobia.
Oh my!
So to say pre-K through 3rd grade is not ready to talk about these things is transphobic. Everything is transphobic. Everything is transphobic. This is crazy.
Hold on. Don't do this. I want to bring this chat up just slide this. Viva, I find it strange when people publicly announce they're trying to have a baby. Okay, fine. I thought that said they're having a baby. Mm-hmm. I find it funny when people, we're pregnant. I mean, and there was a joke. It's like, congratulations, our genitals work. People announce that they're trying to have a baby. It's a little weird. They are just announcing life plans, which might explain why they're not drinking or whatever. It might be more to explain life behaviors. You'll not find it weird to publicly announce that you're finishing inside nightly. No snip on stick. Yeah, I mean there's a joke in there.
Well, if they go into full details, yes.
If they were to say we're trying to have a baby and this is our position of the night, yeah, there you go. You go from a life plan to an evening plan. I mean, that's
actually what would be really weird, David, is we're trying to have a baby and they're gay.
Well,
then I'd be really confused.
You have surrogate mothers that is surrogate birthing purpose. I don't even know what you're allowed. Okay, let's keep. How long is this?
It's almost over. We're almost
okay.
the language for it. To say that pre-K through third grade are not ready for such topics is actually internalized homophobia and transphobia.
That was it. So, I say this to all this stuff. Why is it so bad to say don't teach sex education to 2-year-olds? When did that become like this radical idea? When did it so now it's transphobic to say don't teach sex education to 3-year-olds or 4-year-olds? Wait till they're older where they can understand it. That's what it means to be transphobic now. Is that where they're going with this? I don't understand.
I know exactly why they're doing it, Nate. This is when minds are developing. You deliberately confuse the language, so you destroy the idea of a gender identity as early as possible. So as they grow older, they can choose if they wish to be trans or anything else. Now, what is that all about? That is nothing more than an attempt to get consent pushed down. And there's some devious players in there that will then take the whole line of consent into something else. And it does involve grooming. That is why this is going on. It is very disturbing, but there are some dark people involved who quite literally want to confuse the language, and they will use things like transphobic and everything else. These are terms to shut down, just like others will just call me a racist if I say something wrong or whatever, just to get me to shut up out of a conversation. Same principle. The grooming procedure does allow some nefarious things to occur down the line. That's all I'm saying. And I'm not getting you demonetized here.
No, forget it. But it's not even the trans. It's not even the gay, the lesbian aspect. It's the sexuality. And
yes, that's where they're going.
Too early with kids. It's called.
Yes, that's what it's about.
I'm heterophobic too, because you don't, and nobody talks to my kids about these things. I might have the discussion if we're watching.
When they're 12.
I was watching Liar Liar. No, I was watching Liar Liar with my youngest yesterday, and there's the scene where they have sex, and one of the funniest lines in the movie is, "How was that?" And Jim Carrey says, "I've had better." So you have that discussion, but that's between the parents, and it would be just inappropriate to discuss any sexual issues with a kindergartner, and I'll step until to grade 3. If they see lions humping at a zoo, you explain it. They see dogs humping at the park, you explain it, and the parent does it. Not some other guy like with a deep voice.
Right up to about puberty time. When they start to feel odd things, then it makes sense. Yeah, you got to, there's something happening in their body hormonically or whatever. Then you go, okay, boys feel a little weird this way when they climb a rope or whatever, and girls feel that way. That's all. Then it's understandable, but you don't shove this on them early.